Welcome to a new episode of our program Inside Egypt, in which we are going to bring you the latest updates taking place in Egypt on all of the political, the economic and the social levels. I'm Yasmin Bakir. Stay tuned after the break. President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi attended a meeting organized by the armed forces, which brought together a number of representatives of political parties and military leaders, as well as key media and political figures. During the meeting, the president said that Egypt is in a battle of building, construction and development.
President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi said that the battle which waged in Egypt's land is a battle of people, army and police, as well as the state institutions, and a battle of building, reconstruction and development. The president said for this reason a sum of 10 billion Egyptian pounds has been allocated for developing Sinai. The president said that a dire price will be paid so that the Egyptian state may live, adding that Egypt and its people are in need of patience and time to achieve their dreams. The president said, "We should know that we are moving for building and reconstruction and that Egypt is facing criminals." The president was speaking on Sunday as he attended a gathering organized by the armed forces at Al-Gala Theater in Cairo. The gathering was attended by the Ministers of Interior and Defense along with top officials of the armed forces, Al-Azhar Grand Sheikh, Dr. Ahmed Al-Tayeb and Pope Tawadros II. President al-Sisi asserted that Egypt will take revenge for the martyrs who were killed in recent terrorist attacks in Sinai. al-Sisi said that Lieutenant General Osama Askar, a commander of the Unified Command for East Suez Canal Zone and Anti-Terror, is tasked with fighting terrorism in Sinai. President al-Sisi announced a huge allocation of 10 billion Egyptian pounds to develop Sinai. On Saturday, al-Sisi ordered the formation of the Unified Command structure that will guide counter-terrorism efforts of the 2nd and 3rd Army in the area. Askar previously headed the 3rd Army, will be its commander. The president called on policemen to be mindful of human rights while doing their job. The president offered condolences over the death of activist Shayna Sabah during a protest in Cairo. He assigned the interior minister to reveal the truth about the killing of Al-Sabah last week. Sisi said that he aims to establish strong state institutions which are able to confront various conditions and challenges. He said that Egypt will remain secured with its people, army, police and judiciary. He called on Egyptians to work hard and take in their responsibility, saying that Egypt needs more work to increase growth rates. He underlined the importance of the role of the media in raising public awareness about real dangers and threats facing the country. President al-Sisi expressed appreciation to a number of friendly countries for their stance supporting Egypt.
The United Nations Economic and Social Commission for Western Asia, known as the ESCWA, in cooperation with the UN Women and the League of the Arab States, held the Arab High-Level Conference on Beijing +20. The conference was held under the title Towards Justice and Equality for Women in the Arab Region, with the aim of achieving gender equality and women empowerment in the Arab countries. More details with Now TV's Linda Abdulatif.
In the Arab High-Level Conference on Beijing +20 that is held under the slogan Towards Justice and Equality for Women in the Arab Region. The main purpose of the conference is to reaffirm the Arab countries' commitments to the principles enshrined in the Beijing Declaration. This declaration was adopted 20 years ago at the 4th World Conference on Women that was held in Beijing in 1995. The aim of the declaration is to achieve gender equality and women empowerment. This two-day conference is organized by the United Nations Economic and Social Commission for Western Asia, known as ESCWA, in cooperation with the United Nations Entity for Gender Equality and the Empowerment of Women.
Today, the countries in this region have come together to evaluate
what they have achieved 20 years since the declaration was signed in Beijing. All of them have submitted reports, and in each report they have evaluated what they have achieved, what the gaps are, and what needs to be done. We have achieved a lot. We've achieved a lot when it comes to new laws or new procedures to empower women and to achieve gender equality and so on. But we also see some reversals in a number of countries, particularly in countries in conflict or in Palestine, a country under Israeli occupation. There the status of women is suffering, and what we're saying is we do need to work together to expedite progress regarding women. We have to focus on marginalization of women in some countries and to empower women depending on the specific situation of women in these countries.
The conference was also held in cooperation with the League of Arab States with the presence of its Secretary General, Nabil al-Arab.
Women represent more than half of the society, and I'm very not only happy but proud that women in the Arab world have achieved all this progress. I think what we have today is very encouraging.
In March of 2015, the UN Commission on the Status of Women will be holding its 59th session dedicated to reviewing global progress toward gender equality since the Beijing Declaration. This will help show to which extent each country is keen on implementing gender equality and women empowerment. Mountain International.
Prime Minister Ibrahim Mahlab said that the upcoming parliamentary elections convey a strong message to business communities that Egypt is on the right path economically and in terms of security.
Prime Minister Ibrahim Mahlab said that Egypt will continue to develop despite the insistence of certain parties to cause devastation, assuring that the economic summit will take place as scheduled this March, noting that there are no intentions to postpone. Speaking at a press conference in that regard, Mahlab said that the upcoming parliamentary elections convey a strong message to business communities that Egypt is on the right path economically and in terms of security, and that it will continue to map its future. The Prime Minister further noted that all efforts are being taken to complete necessary steps for the summit in connection with all Arab countries. On his part, Minister of Investment Ashraf Salman said that Egypt will present 30 different investment projects worth of a total $20 billion at the Economic Summit in March. Salman stated that the economic reform in Egypt began with a prime fiscal system, which pushed a number of institutions to raise the credit rating for Egypt. Salman said that there are currently 40 private sector projects in the works. 30 of them will be presented at the summit and offered to investors. He estimated that projects will attract $15 to $20 billion. Meanwhile, Saudi Arabian Finance Minister Ibrahim Assaf said that preparations for the summit is going well, and Saudi investors are willing and determined to increase their investments in Egypt and are visiting Egypt during this period. Moreover, UAE Minister of State Sultan Ahmed Al-Jaber, who is also chairman of the Coordinating Office for Projects between Egypt and the United Arab Emirates, said that his country will not abandon Egypt and will keep supporting it economically during this current phase. Minister of International Cooperation Nabil al-Ahwani said that the success of this summit will lead to an economic boom for Egypt as it aims to improve the standard of living for Egyptians. She continued that the summit's secondary goal is to announce the government's economic vision and fiscal, monetary and social policies in addition to its investment climate to reassure the international financial and business communities. Al-Ahwani further mentioned that President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi will give a speech on the first summit, while Prime Minister Ibrahim Mahlab will deliver a speech on the second day. She added that the government will promote 10 sectors, most importantly electricity, communications,